So time to go in. When is it time to go in? This again can vary massively from woman to woman. So we're seeing a bit of a theme here. Of course, we're all wonderfully different. But usually the midwives are looking for the woman to have been experiencing 3 or 4 surges in a 10-minute period, which are requiring all of her focus. And maybe her birth partner's noticed a real change in behaviour with her. So she may, prior to this point, be able to kind of chat through her surges. She may say to her partner, "Oh, crikey, this one's quite intense. They're kind of really ramping up a bit now. Do you think we should go in?" But usually if she's kind of chit-chatting like that throughout the surge, it's usually too early. Then he or she may notice a change in her behaviour, where when the next surge comes, she wants to kind of close her eyes. She might want to lean forward on the kitchen countertop and really focus on her breathing. And she might not want to talk to him or her throughout any surges. She might just, or staccato kind of answers yes, no, she doesn't really want to speak. So we're looking for a change in her behaviour. The surges are requiring all of her focus. Usually doesn't want to chit-chat throughout them. Afterwards, of course, she may want to engage and talk. And it's done that for a good hour or so. So we time from the start of the first surge to the start of the second, to the start of the third, to the start of the fourth. And we're looking to be having about 3 or 4 surges in that kind of 10-minute period. Because you always know when the next one's building, because they're kind of like a wave of energy like this. It's when they kind of peter off, it's hard to know exactly when it ends. So just time from the start of the first, second, third, fourth. And you should be having about 3 or 4 in a 10-minute period. However, it's really important to mention that don't get caught up in those magic numbers of having 3 or 4 surges in a 10-minute period, because not all women get those magic numbers. Some women never get regular surges, and some women have regular surges right from the word go. So go with how you're feeling inside rather than getting too caught up in numbers and how you think you should be feeling or acting. If you feel you're not coping well at home, then call up the labour ward, speak to them, tell them that, or go in and get checked out. Try not to, if possible, it's such a thin line, isn't it? Try not to go in too early, because you do run the risk of being sent home. But if you feel you're not coping well at home, then you need to go and be seen by someone. So that's absolutely fine to do that. Call the labour ward first, have a chat with the midwife. She may want to chat with the woman while she's having a surge, and she may be expecting her to act in a certain way. Sometimes women who practice hypnobirthing, they appear quite calm and relaxed and less further on than they appear less further on than they are. So it's really important for you or your birth partner to let the midwife know that you have practiced using hypnobirthing, if that's the case, because like I said, sometimes the women seem very relaxed and may then be sent home when actually they're further along than they appear to be. So you could always request to have an examination if you feel that's the case.